Big Brothers Big Sisters Independents would like to thank the following sponsors for their unwavering support of tonight's event. Our presenting sponsor, the Marrone Law Firm. Our touchdown sponsor, the Higgins Group. Our extra point sponsors, Amerisource Bergen, Bank of America, Don and Christina Savoy, and Love Tito's. Our media partner, Philadelphia Magazine. And all of our sponsors who have committed to be defenders of potential. Thanks to the incredible generosity of the Baxter Family Foundation, gifts to Big Brothers Big Sisters Independents from Fashion Touchdown through the month of November will be matched dollar for dollar, up to $20,000. Double the impact of your gift today. Text FT 2020 to 76278 to donate.
Good evening and hello everyone. Hi, I'm Joe Marrone and welcome to this year's Fashion Touchdown event. We at Marrone Law Firm have embraced this event for over 4 years and we're proud again to be presenting sponsor with such a great organization as Big Brothers Big Sisters. Unfortunately, the pandemic tried to make us fumble this year, but we came back stronger than ever. And to make sure we can keep advancing this such important mission, we decided to take this event virtual. Yes, in true 2020 style, tonight's event is going to look a little bit different, but I know you're going to love it. As a governing board member myself and a longtime Big Brother, I can tell you that youth mentoring is truly life-changing. In fact, in a few minutes, you're going to hear about Brian, my little brother for over 29 years. We also have a special surprise for you tonight. We've decided to have Littles host the show. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to our big host this evening, or actually our little host, Jameer. Why don't you kick this thing off, Jameer?
Thanks, Joe. Welcome to the 2020 virtual, like all my classes have been this year, Fashion Touchdown event. Now, we all know this year has been a little weird. I mean, there's this COVID thing, social unrest, murder hornets, hurricanes, mute and unmute buttons, wildfires, and spotted lanternflies. So we thought, hey, this might be a great year for us kids to take over the show. I mean, football, fashion, and Philly's most adorable kids. Sounds like a win-win-win to me. Tonight is all about raising money for a great cause. Kids like me. And it's also about celebrating fashion. We want to hear from you on social media. So get those phones out, snap a photo, and post it here in the comments with the hashtag Fashion Touchdown so we can see all the looks from tonight. Remember, this is your office Zoom call. So we like to see your whole self dressed to impress. Not just the top hats while you're wearing sweats or pajamas under your desk. So I was supposed to read this whole bio for introduction for the next speaker, but it was really long. And honestly, all you need to know is that he used to play pro basketball, which is really cool, loves kids, and calls himself a defender of potential. Please welcome CEO of Big Brother Big Sister Independents. Can I get a drum roll or something? Mr. Marcus Alex!
Wow, that may have been the best and kindest intro I've ever heard. Thank you, Jameer. And you're right, I do consider myself a defender of potential. Let me explain why Big Brothers Big Sisters Independents is a mentoring organization that has been standing in the corner of our local youth for 105 years. And there is one thing that every single kid who has walked through our doors shares in common: inherent potential. We're not creating potential. We're investing in meaningful mentoring relationships that help our kids ignite their own potential, the same potential they've had all along. When we talk about making a positive change for our youth, we're talking about rolling up our sleeves and being present for the next generation. We're talking about seeing their potential and humbly walking with them to defend it, while also partnering with their village. We work with their parents, their guardians, and community to help each young person in our program navigate some of life's toughest challenges. It's no secret that this year has been one of the most difficult challenges we have ever faced, particularly with the limitations of a global pandemic and racial tensions that have stretched across every corner of our country. Our littles have been forced to adapt to a new normal. Our bigs have persevered through a virtual method of embracing our young people. I am both impressed and inspired by the innovation exhibited by our talented staff to adapt and ensure our programs continue to serve those families who are really counting on us. And through it all, something else incredible happened. We shifted our efforts to help the families of the youth we serve. We know that many families in our communities are dealing with incredibly difficult circumstances, working as essential workers on the front lines of the pandemic, dealing with layoffs and furloughs, or simply managing the stress associated with the unknowns of the coronavirus and a world turned upside down. Thanks to the generosity of our board members, our corporate partners, agency staff, volunteers, and people just like you, we've been able to provide them with community care packages. These packages are substantial and contain prepared meals, non-perishable food items, cookbooks, backpacks with back-to-school supplies, hand sanitizer, face masks, and so much more. Our next delivery day is scheduled November 21st, when we'll be handing out turkeys and holiday meals for the holidays. I'm proud to share that over the last 4 months, we have delivered over 600 meals to over 335 families. So please know that the money you donate tonight really makes a difference. It helps us to continue to serve the 2,900 littles in our program. I think it's important for you all to understand that events like Fashion Touchdown are critical to supporting our mission. The dollars you donate to this event, whether through corporate sponsorship, purchasing an auction item, or contributing to our Text to Give campaign, truly impacts lives. Lives like Big Brother Ryan, a quarterback at the University of Pennsylvania, and his little brother Jaden, a 6th grader at the Science Leadership Academy Middle School in West Philadelphia. They met a few months ago before COVID hit, but are managing to thrive. Watch this.
My name is Ryan Glover. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm currently a senior at the University of Pennsylvania. I'm on the football team. I play quarterback, I major in finance and minor in music.
My name is Jaden. I play football. I'm in 6th grade, and my school is Science Leadership Academy.
This is my 16th year playing quarterback.
Well, I got connected by Big Brothers because I was in the cafeteria, and this lady showed up. Her name was Miss Lydia, and she handed out everybody a paper for Big Brother and Big Sister program. So I took one, I bring it home, gave it to my mom, my dad.
I enrolled Jaden into the Big Brother, Big Sister program because he doesn't have any siblings. So I wanted him to experience, having a big sister or a big brother, because I'm not having no more kids. I'm sorry, was I supposed to ask you?
I have a friend named Benji Mowat, who has always been, been an advocate for Big Brother, Big Sisters. He's always told me to join, and I've always been really hesitant to get involved. But one year I was like, I've been at Penn for 3 years, and I haven't really given back to the community much. So I need to, be more proactive if I really want to do this. I personally have 7 siblings myself. I love kids, so I love to be around them, and I love to teach and have fun with them. So I thought this would be a great experience.
When I met Ryan, pretty cool. I had a football in my book bag. I just came prepared.
I think he was a little nervous and a little shy and more closed off to begin with, but I think as the day went on and we started to play, I believe the game was Uno that we played that day, but as we started to get to know each other a little bit more, I really started to see what he was really like and find a lot of similarities between us.
The coolest thing about having a big brother is when you don't have any siblings, then you get to play football, because me and Ryan like to play football. We could talk a little bit at lunch. He'd come sit next to me, we'd talk.
2020 has definitely brought us extraordinary times, from everything being virtual to the social injustice and unrest that we've been going through.
Since coronavirus hit, it's been really hard to see my big brother, so we just text over the phone.
We've chatted a decent amount. We actually FaceTime pretty often, and that's just been a way for us to continuously connect.
One day I was going to football practice, my dad dropped me off, so then he FaceTimed me when I was about to go on the field. I didn't know if y'all knew this, but my big brother Ryan is the only starting black quarterback in the Ivy League.
I grew up around Cam Newton. I think we grew up maybe 5 to 10 minutes away. And just to see him climb the ranks in the NFL as a black quarterback. At the time when he entered the NFL, he was the only black starting quarterback. And you can see where things have gone now. But just to see that kind of made me believe that those are real aspirations that are achievable. And I think that's incredibly important in a kid's life to see.
Well, the experience I hope that Jaden gets from the Big Brother program is, I hope he gets to get math, because Ryan likes math. I hope that rubs off on him a little bit.
One thing that I learned about Jaden upon meeting him was the fact that he needed a little help with math, and I thought that provided an amazing opportunity for me, someone who loves math personally and is a finance major, to really help him out in that.
I don't like math. Hate it.
I think for anyone who's looking to become a big brother or a big sister in this program, I think the number one thing that I would say is just do it. I have gotten more from Jaden than he has gotten from me. It's just a testament to big brother, big sister, like I mentioned before.
Hi, I'm Donna Higgins, and stories like the one you just saw are one of the many reasons I am proud to support Big Brothers Big Sisters Independence, both as a member of their governing board and as a sponsor of this great event. At my executive search firm, the Higgins Group, we see every day the powerful impact that the addition of one person makes for our clients and their companies. And in our work with these exceptional leaders, we also hear many stories of the difference that a mentor has made for them in their own life and career. The core work being done at Big Brothers Big Sisters exemplifies this. The relationships developed between bigs and littles are transformative. And just like in the corporate world, changes both lives for the better. We really need your help. I know this is a fun event, but we really need you to give as much as you can. There's so much need now more than ever, and Big Brothers Big Sisters is doing phenomenal work. Please have some fun, but don't forget to give. Now, I was told this was a fashion show, so I wore my best COVID sweatsuit tonight. I also heard that we have some incredible mission moment stories for you this evening. I've recruited some help to introduce our next story. So I'm going to pass it over to little brother Jace. Hey Jace, catch.
Nice throw, Donna, and way to represent the Big Brothers Big Sisters Board of Directors. You rock! You look lovely tonight, by the way. That's a great look for you, but I think the most fashionable thing anyone could possibly wear is Eagles gear. Check me out! Go Birds and fly Eagles fly! Now, all of you watching right now, drop a comment below and let me know why you think my outfit is the best so far tonight, alright? Actually, I have an even better idea. Since everyone probably dressed up tonight, why don't you all take a photo of yourself and post it in the comment section below with the hashtag #FashionTouchdown. And while you're finding that perfect filter, check out this incredible mentoring story. It's about our presenting sponsor, Joe Marrone, and his little brother Brian, who's not little anymore. He's big, like an adult. Roll the video!
My name's Brian Marchese. I've been a little brother since 1990s.
My name's Joseph Marrone, and I've actually been a big brother I'm in my 29th year.
About 30 years ago, when I was 8 or 9 years old, my mother recognized that I was having some trouble in life, and she asked me if I wanted to join the organization.
I don't know, there's just something came over me. I wanted to kind of give back. I happened to cross paths with a caseworker, and when I was able to find out about Big Brothers and Big Sisters and what mentoring meant and how it worked for young kids, I was excited about it. The caseworker that I was dealing with the Big Brothers organization telephoned my home, told me that they had a match, and they wanted me to meet him and his mom at a local McDonald's in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
I think the most exciting part for me was going to McDonald's. I'm not so sure I even knew what else was going on at that point. And I had my face basically the whole time buried in a Big Mac.
He was sitting there with a baseball hat on. He was about 8 years old. He was with his mom and the caseworker, and he had a Big Mac in his hand. And I went up to him and I introduced myself. And from that point on, that was the beginning of the connection. When I connected with Brian, and he was such a young kid at the time, and I got to be part of his life and help him along the way, and watched him grow up.
Went through middle school, guided me through high school, went off to college. He was still there every day, worked with him even now to this point. Went through a lot of things, and Joe was always there through every step of the way to guide me, to assist me, to answer my questions.
They need someone that they can connect with, especially at the younger years, and as they grow up and they go through good times and bad times. So mentoring is such a critical component to any young person.
I found myself straying from the path and getting myself into trouble, and Joe was always there to support me and guide me back to where I needed to be.
It really made me feel good to make a difference in his life and to kind of help him lead down a direction in a positive way, because you see many young people today struggle because they don't have someone, a mentor, someone in their life.
Joe and I's relationship continued long past the standard 18. He's continued to guide me to this day. Joe and I started working together actually through part of the co-op, and that really guided me back into law. I was able to experience and be around a lot of excellent lawyers, not to mention Mr. Marrone himself, and it was just excellent guidance, which led me to actually attend law school.
Mentoring is such an important part of Big Brothers Big Sisters. It's the key component of the organization. It's matching a big and a little, and it's also a rewarding experience for that individual as much as it's a rewarding experience for a young person. Having a big brother changed my life instrumentally. I don't think I would be here today and a lawyer if it wasn't for the fact that I had a big brother and had that kind of guidance and mentoring throughout my childhood and into my early adult life. I'm here as an example of the solid foundation that Big Brothers Big Sisters organization can have on our youth today. So I implore each and every one of you, if you have the time, you make the same positive impact that he has had made on me.
Hi, I'm Melissa DeMarcantonio Shire, lead designer at Damari Seville. Founded by 3-time Pro Bowl and 2-time Super Bowl champion Malcolm Jenkins in 2017, Damari Seville is a men's and women's warehouse with a mission to create a truly singular experience for our diverse clientele. We're redefining modern suiting with our creativity, styling, and precise tailoring, all while keeping culture at the forefront. And we're doing it from our flagship store right here in the heart of Philadelphia. We're thrilled to be a part of Fashion Touchdown again this year. In fact, we've been involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters Independence for 3 years now because we believe so strongly in the power of youth mentoring. We also love this event because it celebrates 3 things that are very close to our hearts: fashion, football, and investing in the next generation. Now, you know that the Philadelphia Eagles are a big part of this event, and we're taking you behind the scenes to see a few of your favorite players in a way you don't normally get to. Tonight we have Rodney McLeod, Miles Sanders, Vinnie Curry, Cravon LeBlanc, and Philadelphia's own Will Parks, here to talk about fashion, football, and their commitment to the community. They've all been styled in signature Damari Seville to highlight their own unique, personal style. Please join me in welcoming your Philadelphia Eagles.
I think fashion is important to me. It's a form of expression. It gives you a sense of confidence. For me, when I step out that house, whatever I put on, it gives me that sense of confidence. I come out, I look good, I feel good, I play good, and so that's the way I approach. Whether I'm going into a game or whether I'm out Monday through Sunday. Jack of all trades, honestly. I do it all. You give me a suit, you ain't lying. You give me a suit, I'm gonna put it together right. If you give me a tee and a hat, I'm gonna rock it and it's gonna be fly.
Like a fly pair of jeans, a nice shirt, a nice pair of shoes with some silver. Like I'm not a big, necklace guy, but I like silver, like antiques, like small pieces like that. My hat game got up crazy too. Like I ain't never had like no crazy hats till 2020. But I'm like Rod, like real. I'm like Rod, like I could just go like, whether it's suit event, classic event, opera, all the way down to party. I feel like I got a whole array of.
That boy said opera.
Right.
Yeah,
I got a whole plethora of stuff that I can just go in the closet. Like I literally wake up and whatever I look at, that's what I put on. I'm putting it on, and I probably change my clothes about 3 to 4 times a day too. So.
I definitely get real competitive. I know some of the guys, like Rod, J Mill, Vinny, y'all gonna step, Yeah. So you can't come half stepping when you dealing with these two.
Right, my man look fly. He got on a suit right now. He just
looking like the Don. Looking like the Don. You know what I'm saying? Frames, Cartier frames.
Yeah, I'm a big glasses guy. Jewelry. I like to be flashy, but sudden at the same time, cool, calm, collective. Like Rod say, man, look good, feel good, play good. Like to shine, come on.
I dressed for the occasion. We was talking about fashion, I thought it was a suit occasion, so. But I like to dress for the occasion, no matter what it is. If we go into practice, I'm probably gonna have a nice sweat outfit on. I try to, coordinate.
I'm more on the sneaker side, like sneakers.
When I
put a fit together, I'm starting with with my shoes. So, and that's what started off my whole outfit. When you young in the game, though,
you change your outfit 3-4 times. Yeah. When you become a vet in the game, you already got that down pack for what you're going to wear next year.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's really how it go. Once you get to that stage, you already got too many pairs of sneakers. You ain't finna be looking at all them things, man. You look, I'm gonna wear this sweatsuit tomorrow, and you know what? I know exactly what sneakers I'm gonna put on with it.
My man said he start with his shoes first. Yeah. I'm trying to fathom that.
But it's also like contrast. Certain colors contrast well together too.
I don't live fashion on the edge. I'm gonna just be 100. I ain't living fashion on the edge. I'm not when I seen y'all boys at the ESPYs. I said, yeah, I can't do that. But they out there looking like the Cash Money Brothers.
Hey, had to step out that thing. No shirt. No shirt.
They always get me right. They let me put my input on some things, and they just bring my vision to life.
I got a little Damari piece on myself. Let you see the inside as well. Clean, but nah, man. Jink, suits for sure. Real clean, chic. One thing I like about Damari Seville, obviously, is black owned, but I like how they allow their customers and guys like myself to really be hands-on and create pieces that aren't necessarily ordinary or what you see very often. Couple pieces, ESPYs, I could think of a couple pieces that I had last year. I just go in, I talk about what I want, and it's a collaborative effort. And I think that's what stands out to me the most. And they're kind of changing the suit game, I think, in this non-traditional format, which is big, man. So, shout out to Damari.
Last year, watching y'all guys pop out with the suits, Damari and Jinx having that creative mind frame and just allowing guys to put together whatever their vision is with their outfits and how they want to step, how they want to come, whether if it start with the pants, the shoes, or it can just be the blazer, the jacket itself.
Damari on a jacket, don't hate. It's a good job.
Man, I think it's hard to explain, honestly. I think it's just credit to the type of guys that we bring into the locker room, man. The selfless and dudes who just come to work, man, ready to get it in for their brothers and put it all on the line. And I think we've established that culture. Since I came here in 16 with VDOT, man, I was switching teams coming from the Rams of Philly, and I was nervous because I understood what I was leaving, what type of locker room I was leaving. And I still look at those guys as my brothers today. And quickly I came in here and it was the same. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, man, we in it together. And regardless of what's going on outside those walls, we always got each other's back at the end of the day. This is prime example. Just come through. Can you support? And blink or not, dudes, I'm there.
Well, since I've been here since 2018, it's always been next man up mentality. And that next man up, no matter who it is, you don't really want to let your brother down. When your number call, you just gotta go out there and on your job and push your best foot forward. I think knowing that guys put their trust in you to know what you got, know your playbook, know where to be at on the field, and I feel like that's what brings guys more together. As far as on the field, in the room, in the meeting rooms, no matter what it is, I feel like that plays a big part too.
And around the field, going crazy with the damn flag, we just won a Super Bowl. That was just like the most unreal moment.
My favorite moment so far is signing to the home team. I'm from here, so obviously with injury I ain't played yet, but we getting back, and that was probably one of the best days of my life, to be honest. Like just signing for your home team, you got an opportunity to play for a new city, new team, meet new people.
Just being able to play against a team that just release you, not really believe in you. It creates a lot of sense of urgency and a lot more edge, and just going out there and just flying around the field, making plays, and just what they call it, a double doink or whatever, the field goal that he missed.
Oh, yeah.
The field goal, yeah, We won that game, 15-16? 15-14?
in between those white lines, going to battle with your dudes, like, it don't matter. From 2012 to 2020 now, I could tell you like plays, like, oh yeah, I remember that play with so and so, or I remember that. You remember that game? Like that's the moments that you cherish. Honestly, when it's all said and done, that's it.
With everything going on in the society and the world, you know, you don't want kids to grow up what we're dealing with now. You kind of already want that suppressed by the time they're in their prime, going to college, going through high school and everything like that. So just our platform alone, we gotta use our voice. It means a lot. We're icons to the kids nowadays, you know, so whatever we have to do to put our best foot forward, whether it's in the community, whether it's dealing with social injustice, whether it's dealing with Black Lives Matter or racism, no matter what it is, you know, creating that foundation and through your brand and just to help your people out is very important.
Yeah, I think there's power in youth, man. You know, you think about the leaders of tomorrow and our future, and it starts with them. You know, unfortunately, we can only do but so much. But what we can do, as you know, Cravon said, is use our platform, use our voices. Because typically what happens is men like ourselves, our voices are suppressed and silenced and unheard. And now, because of our abilities, we have the opportunity, man, for people to really listen and for our voice to be heard on an entire different level and scale that we can even imagine.
When it comes to like just individuality, when it comes to kids, I ain't individual at all. I like to be like a big old big brother team for them. Any kid I interact with, especially since being from here, it's kind of, it mean a little bit more. It's a little bit more different. I was doing things from a distance when I was there in Denver. Coming here, signing here is a little bit more easier, but at the same time, it's a lot more. And then with everything going on right now, especially here in the city, kids, you know, communities are falling. A lot of kids don't know their moms and dads, you know, so the first thing they revert to is violence, you know what I mean? So my last straw was when I lost my uncle 2 years ago, right before the 2018 season started, to some kids robbing them for a banana and $40. So once that happened, I kind of just put my imprint on stopping the violence, ceasefire. I feel like every kid deserves an opportunity, you know, opportunity to at least, you know, like get a start on something. You know, I don't care if I know you from a can of paint or if I know you for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be better, I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying?
When I first heard about the program, I might have been a freshman in college, and I thought it was fire, you know, because growing up, I never had nothing like that.
I quickly, I guess, noticed Big Brothers Big Sisters when I came in 2016, first year, part of the Fashion Touchdown event. It was an amazing event, raising money, obviously, for these kids, but more importantly, I took a deeper dive and understood the importance of a mentor. And my support system really got me through, you know, life. Everyone played a role in the fact that it helped me get to where I am and to give me the best opportunity possible to succeed. And so when I think of, you know, Big Brothers Big Sisters, that's exactly what they're trying to do for a lot of these kids who, unfortunately, less fortunate or a parent is absent. They don't have, you know, a positive role model in their life for whatever reason, and that's where guys like myself and Vinny come into play.
My very first coach that put the ball in my hands, he's my mentor today, to this day. You know, he's very close to my family, which is only me, my two brothers, my sister, and my mom. It's been just us, you know. I didn't go up with that father figure in my life. Just someone that's there to listen and understand you. It's always good to have. But my mentor, Craig Williams, he helped me do a lot.
As a kid growing up, your mom can only do so much for you. She can't teach you how to be a man. Kind of like similar to my situation. It was me and my mom, it was a lot of struggling growing up, you know. So now that, you know, I am where I am today, you know what I'm saying, I'm highly thankful and grateful. I give a lot of credit to my brother, even though he's behind, like, you know what I'm saying, the prison walls. He do his part, like, as a big brother still. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll call me and check on me like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Every game ain't gonna be perfect. Hold your head up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the first, you ain't the last who gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? It happened to the best of us. Look at LeBron. He done did everything in his power and people still criticize him. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that, shoot, that's a real big part for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of that.
I feel like as kids though, you need somebody like around you up until you like 15, 16, because that's when you start to really realize what you want to do. I feel like you definitely need somebody, no matter if it's a female or a guy, that's going to hold you to a certain accountability, certain standard, and a certain like human being. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't had my dad, I'm telling you, I don't know where I'd be at right now.
I appreciate Big Brothers Big Sisters for giving me the opportunity to be able to mentor a young man like Isaiah, and hoping more guys continue to, or more men more so out here continue to want to join and be a part. Obviously, mentoring means a lot to me. I'm here to share my story, so check this video out.
I'm Isaiah Harris, I'm 16 years old. I go to Simon Gratz High School.
I'm Rodney McLeod, safety for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I've been a Big since 2017.
Me and Ronnie has been together 3 years. Came to my graduation. It was kind of cool meeting him, especially having him come to my house the first day that I met him.
I was nervous. I think he was nervous as well, meeting someone for the first time.
Having him come in the door, I was pretty excited because he's an NFL player. So we sat down, we talked.
We quickly developed chemistry.
We just talked about the stuff that we like to do. He liked to do, I like to do, stuff that we like to eat, what we would want to do when we go on our little outings and stuff like that.
He was a football and basketball player. One thing that was evident was he was taller than me.
That's when I decided to tell him that I wasn't an Eagles fan. He took it pretty well. I had to tell him that, I had to let him know from the start that I was a Chiefs fan.
The bond, man, from day one has just grown. And now we look at one another as family.
We did a lot of stuff. We went bowling, to the basketball gym, to the workout gym.
I feel like I've known Isaiah my whole life.
Yes, Rodney gives me a lot of advice that sticks with me because it's not just about he gives me advice on school, sports, or whether it's cutting hair. He supports me on everything I do.
Being, this role model that he can look up to, someone he can depend on, someone he can call and share a conversation with, ask questions.
Honestly, it opens up a lot of opportunities for me for my future.
That is what you want to see, and that's what you hope to happen when the big and the little now come together. And we've done a lot from movies to bringing him behind the scenes to a video production and TV series to attending his games and being in the stands and being his biggest fan.
It makes me go harder because one day I would want to be as successful as he is, and it just pushes me more and more every day to get where he's at.
COVID happened and the communication has been difficult, but we've been communicating frequently as much as we can. All of it, predominantly through text message or calling, just to check in and see. It was a very difficult time for kids in 2020.
He said, always tells me consistency is everything. And I think that's gonna always stick with me, especially coming from him.
Everything that they imagined, was taken away from them in a sense. Schools, sports. And so I wanted to make sure, mentally he was in a good place and still staying encouraged.
My relationship with Rodney makes me want to think bigger, outside the box.
He's now taking on barbering, a new hobby for him and something that I challenged him to do. And he stepped up to the plate.
I want to be a celebrity barber. I want to travel, meet different people.
Never underestimate the influence that you have on an individual. A lot of boys and girls out there who need a lot of us adults in their lives be there to encourage.
If you're thinking about being a big brother or even a big sister, I say go for it, because at the end of the day, you can change a kid's life.
We need more adults willing to commit to this work and commit to these kids.
I'm Lloyd Freeman, Governing Board Chair of Big Brothers Big Sisters Independence. It's absolutely amazing to see someone like Rodney McLeod stepping up to give his most valuable asset, his time, to be a mentor to Isaiah. It's absolutely incredible. I want to personally thank all of our viewers tonight for tuning in and supporting this year's event. I hope you're enjoying the show as much as I am. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge all of our partners and sponsors. First, a heartfelt thank you to our fashion partners, Joan Shepp and Damari Seville, and our Philadelphia Eagles players. You have made tonight one for the ages. Events like Fashion Touchdowns simply wouldn't be possible without sponsorship. And we're very fortunate to have long-term, committed sponsors. You supported us at a time when it would have been the easiest thing in the world to say, maybe next year. But instead, you said, how can we help? And that goes for Joe Marrone and the Marrone Law Firm, our presenting sponsor. 2020 marks the Marrone Law Firm's 4th consecutive year of holding this distinction. And for that, we can't thank him enough. All of our sponsors, and all of you have come together tonight for an important reason, to help raise funds to support Big Brothers Big Sisters and our youth mentoring. The truth is that the organization has never needed you more than right now. In what has been one of the most challenging years in the agency's history, there are still over 1,000 kids in a waiting pool, waiting to be matched with a big brother or a big sister. It costs approximately $1,500 to support one mentoring match, and that's just for 1 year. It's important to point out that Fashion Touchdown plays a critical role in raising the funds to help remove these kids from the waiting pool. Now, there are a myriad of ways all of you can help us do that tonight. You can bid on silent auction items by visiting ft2020.givesmart.com. We have fantastic things for you too, including a golf outing with the Philadelphia Eagles head coach, Doug Peterson, and this is an opportunity to enjoy a day on the golf course and a private lunch with Coach Peterson. It's going to be at a surprise location. We also have a text to give campaign set up just for tonight. You can make a donation simply by texting FT2020 to the number 76278, or you can visit independencebigs.org and click Give to make a one-time or recurring donation. You know, one of my favorite parts of tonight's live stream is having the littles help us host the show. And this brings us to our next host, little sister Kylie, who we think is perfect for introducing the big fashion show for tonight.
Thanks, Lloyd. Hi, everyone. My name is Kylie, and I'm so happy to introduce the grand finale for tonight. I'm the little sister to my amazing big sister, Terry. Now, there's something you need to know about Terry. She's awesome, and my mom and I both love her. I also have a little secret for you. Me and Terry were selected as the 2020 Big Brother Big Sister match for the year for New Jersey. Yay! Now let's get real. Joan Shepp is one of the top women's fashion stores and designers in all of Philadelphia. Her daughter's name is Ellen, and together they are a powerhouse. This is their 2nd year creating a killer fashion show to help raise money to support Big Brother Big Sister. And I heard they brought the house down at the Fillmore last year. Woo woo! So it's time for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy a one-of-a-kind in-store fashion show created just for you. Please join me in welcoming Joan and Ellen Shepp.
Hi, I'm Ellen Shepp from Joan Shepp, and
I'm the mother, Joan Shepp, and we do this together. We started in the back of a building on Germantown Pike in one little room, and we didn't know what was going to happen because it was called the Fashion Eye, and everyone thought we sold eyeglasses. So until 3 years later, when the owner of the building said, all right, now I know you're going to stay, I'll give you a window. And then people started to know that we sold clothes.
I started working full-time at the store. I started in receiving, And a few years later, I went onto the sales floor, and a few years later, she started taking me on buying trips to Paris and to New York. And now it's 30-something years later, and we get to do it together.
The most important thing and how we grew our business to be almost 50 years is by service and relationships.
The core has been always the relationships. It's always about finding out about the customer and chatting and finding out about their life and their vibe, and then having the clothes kind of with chemistry work for them. The brand is kind of like letting people be who they want to be and look like who they want to look like without judgment, but just to kind of help them build who they are, because what we wear is certainly a reflection of who we are and what we're showing the world.
We treat the customers like we would want to be treated.
So we treat everybody when they walk into our house. This is a party. You've come into our house and let's have some fun, because fashion is fun.
Everyone had a different experience in the last 6 months. So some people want to get dressed and some people want to stay home. But the most important thing is we wanted to do something positive for them.
We both grew up knowing about the organization. It's been around forever. We believe in what they're doing and all the incredible changes in these kids' lives' paths that they've made. Last year we got to talk to some of the younger kids and that were interested in fashion. And the more we talk to them and mentor them, the longer fashion is going to be important in our world. And because of all the changes that have been going on, it's really important that we focus on kids in the future and the art of the chemistry of fashion. We both just wanted to be a part of it and jump on this project. And we had no idea it was going to turn out to be so amazing and so much fun for us.
Each year, we want to make it more fabulous than the last.
We really played with the idea of what's happening right now, but also that it should be entertainment, but also that we could share with people what they do with their amazing clothes in their closet and how to put it together for real life, for whatever this new normal is. How can we wear and be fabulous every day? And so when we put the show together, it really was, let's take some fabulous pieces and normalize it. I'm not going to tell you too much because you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when you watch the fashion show. The entire thing is done differently. It's completely outside the box. It's almost nothing like what we planned, but came out 1,000 times better. So I really hope you enjoy this, because it is, if nothing else, pure entertainment. And then maybe you'll get some good ideas for your own closet.
shucks.
Once again, Joan Shepp rocks the house. I think it's safe to say you guys are the best audience ever. My name is Eric, and on behalf of all us littles, thank you for your generosity and for supporting youth mentoring. It's positively changed my life, and I know it's changed other kids' lives in a really big way. Remember, tonight was fun, but it's really about raising money to help kids through Big Brothers Big Sisters. Every dollar counts, and there is like 100 different ways you could give, so I don't want to hear any excuses. You can bid on silent auction items. I heard they have a private golf outing with Eagles head coach Doug Peterson. He won the Super Bowl a few years back, you know? You can make a donation by texting FT 2020 to the number 76278, or you can visit ft2020.givesmart.com. Well, I think my job here is pretty much done. Coming up next is a list of all the companies and people who made tonight's event possible. Thank you for hanging out with us, and thank you for supporting this incredible organization. Good night.